Hey guys, so I'm back with another process video, and this time I'm just going to be using my product starters or jumping off point kits or whatever you want to call them, the ones that I shared in the video back in June. I'm just starting off with this bag full of random stuff. And these are two photos. This is a page for my Rome album. I have set my mind to it. I will finish this Rome album this summer because I'm going to have two new trips that I'm going to have to make albums for. Well, not have to, that I want to make albums for. So yes. So I'm pulling out this heart paper. I think that's the cheap version from Joann's, but I think it's from I think it's crepe paper. Probably from like a Valentine's collection. I'm not entirely sure which collection though. So I know I want to use that. Oh, and I'm doing 8.5 by 11 page, or an A4 page. So yes, and I'm going through another bag of random things, and this is the Amy Tangerine Better Together paper pad, and I thought maybe this pink paper would work. Okay, so because I don't know what the heck I'm doing, I'm just going to work on the photos doing my standard procedure. I'm just trimming them, and I seem to always want to add like a mat behind them, and this mat is always this scrap paper of just has like this notebook kind of thing on the side, and I'm almost out of that paper because I no longer use a spiral notebook for my cardstock. I use it's just attached with some plastic, so I'm dwindling down on that paper, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. But anyway, so these pictures are about 3x4, give or take a couple of centimeters or inches, or what, I don't know what measurements you wanna use. Okay, so I'm still going through the Better Together bag. And then I also remembered I have this memorabilia piece. It's like the business card of the place, the ice cream. So in Rome, this place is right next to our hotel, and we literally went there like almost we went there since the day we discovered it. We went there every day, regardless of if we already had ice cream that day in the city or something, because our hotel was sort of in the suburbs. So yes, it was so good. Okay, anyway, so now I'm going through some other random things, and I'm looking at this layout. I'm not really liking it, but I'm going with it for the time being. And then I'm going through my thicker bin, and I want to find some letters that I might want to use to make for my title. And then this is my embellishment bin. So you see, I started off with my random product selection, but then I'm going into my stash, and that's perfectly fine. That's what the product starters, jumping off point things, whatever you want to call them. That's what I wanted to do with them. Just use them as starting off points and use one or two things from them, and then add as I need things. So this is my embellishment basket. It's stickers and chipboard. There's no die cuts in that basket. I'm just pulling out things that I might want to use. So yes, this is a sticker book from IKEA actually. I find it very useful for it has some labels in it and such that I can always use. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where I want to add my title on this setup that I have here. And then I decided that pink is way too pink. It's not working for me. So I'm thinking it might work as a border for the whole page. So I'm leaving it off to the side for the time being, with the intention of kind of using it as a border. Okay, so back to here. So yes, there's a lot of white going on here. So I do need something to kind of break the white, because that pattern paper that I have is white. So it's white on white, and then the pictures have a lot of white. It's just a lot of white. I need some more color. So I thought, why not go through this LE Studio stuff, which is new. So this is before I made my July kit. So I'm going through that bag because it's also my starting off point thingy. And I thought maybe these cards, they're like a nice purple tone that kind of match the color of the pistachio ice cream. So I thought maybe why not? So yeah. And then I decided on adding one picture with the purple card, and then I needed something else for the other picture. So I went into another random bag, and I found that checkered paper. I think that's from a Toga paper pad. And then I thought, okay, maybe I'll move this cluster up to the top and make like a second cluster at the bottom with my title or something, but I wasn't really liking that either. I'm gonna stick with it for a bit. But yeah, so here I'm trying to decide. I decided on these gold stickers. Well, apparently not. On the end layout, I'm going to use the gold stickers. So here I'm trying to figure out what I want to use. I want to use these black ones. Want to use the gold ones. I don't know what's happening. If I want to use this the pink border and whatnot. So there's a lot of back and forth going on. Now keep in mind, this is one of the first layouts I made after a year of not making anything. So it was a rough process. Okay, so then I decided I'm gonna mat this other picture with the pink as well. I wasn't really liking that purple after all. So yes, and then I thought, okay, maybe I'll mat the thing with that pink for a second. No, and then I decide let's just start over. So yeah, now I'm just playing around. And then the more I was like randomly playing around, I was like, oh, I could make like a grid kind of thing, and I think that will look nice. So that is what I'm gonna end up doing. So I have the two pictures at the top and bottom, and then I have I'm gonna spell out the title. It's just Gelato. I mean, it's nothing special. Over there, and I'm gonna make this sort of messy grid kind of look. Okay, so I got my two pictures. Yes, at this point it's too cluttered. There's too many small things happening right now. So I'm going to switch it up in a bit. Like that bottom cluster with the card and that strip of random paper and such is too much. So this is a cut apart set, another from the Better Together paper pad from Amy Tangerine. That again was one of those it's in one of those random bags. But then I thought, oh, I could use this thick washi tape to fill in the space if I want to. I also pull out some sequins for like last minute touch just to keep in mind that I might want to use those. Going through some more Ellie Studio stuff. Again, this was before I made any kits with it. Yes. So I'm trying to decide there if I want to cut out one of those cut aparts or not. And here I decide that I'm starting to decide that there's a lot of small bits and pieces and I need to fix that. So I'm keeping in mind that I want to have a big chunk of something at the top and a big chunk of pattern at the bottom, but I'm not sure what yet. So there it goes. So I have these two pink papers that I used previously to mat the photo. So I have one at the top, one at the bottom at the moment, and I have the Gelato card overlapping there. So I do want some things to overlap. I don't want it to be super clean, a super clean grid, but not like I don't want to have a lot of tiny little things here and there because it just is too distracting. Okay, what am I doing now? Oh, I decided I wanted a different paper. I wanted the pink paper, but I wanted a different pattern from the one that was at the bottom. So I went through. I have this folder of A4 size papers. So I went through that and found some paper here. So I think that top one is from a paper pad that my mom got me from Germany a couple years ago, and then the bottom paper is from France that I bought a couple years ago. Okay, so now I'm going through this label thing and going through some more cut aparts. So I cut out this cute little label with a little heart to fill in that gap there, and then I have these ice cream stickers from that sticker book from IKEA that I thought I could use here and there. So I'm gonna settle, I think, on a gold one somewhere. And I also have in mind that I want to add that heart from the Better Together collection somewhere. So yeah, I think I did pretty good. I'm adding an enamel dot, or I think I'm gonna add an enamel triangle. From Little by Little collection. That was also in the random product selection. So I think I did pretty good. I mean, I used a lot of things from that product thing. I didn't pull out too many things from my stash. Anyway, so I'm going to do my journaling with a black gel pen. This is the Atwell collection. I love this gel pen, but apparently it's not working on me. So I'm just going to pull out this other gel pen. That was not working either. I don't know what was happening with the pen. So I ended up pulling out my Staedtler I think it's a 0.01 that I pulled out to, or 0.05 to write out my journaling down there. I think that's about going to complete the layout. I mean, it's very minimalistic, it's very simple, but I do like how it looks. So hopefully I will have some pictures at the end. Hopefully. Oh, I'm going to add some splatter. Yeah, okay. So after I finish my journaling here, I'm going to get some my white acrylic. I think it's Pepe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the brand right. It's Pepe. It's just liquid acrylic. And I'm going to shake it and just going to add some drops of it throughout the page. And I think that's going to complete the page. So yeah, hopefully I'll have some pictures at the end here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.